Alright, so it's David here, and I am discussing my match with Derek tonight. So, Derek has a very tough team to plan for me. He actually has a lot of psychic Pokemon. He has Slowbro, Alolan Raichu, Alakazam, and all of those cover their own deficiencies pretty well. The thought process I have here is luckily Muck matches up with all those pretty solid. I mean, I don't want to switch Muck into like a Slowbro Surf too much, but he does pretty well. So this is the set I'm going to bring on Muck, because he also has Vaporeon and Articuno. He has a lot of things that are weak to electric. My biggest issue is if he's going to bring his Alolan Golem. If he brings his Alolan Golem, he might not. It's a really solid switch into my Muck, and there's not much I can do. I can run Ice Punch if I want, but for what I got going on, Ice Punch isn't the way to go, I think. So I'm bringing my special defense Muck, because almost his entire team is special attackers. I'm bringing Thunder Punch, Crunch, Fire Punch, and Poison Jab. Normally I would run Mega Drain in one of these spots, or type coverage, and I still might, in case, in case I get out there against Vaporeon. I'm honestly thinking about it. But for now, this is the set I'm running. Actually, I probably am going to go ahead and run Mega Drain. You know what? Let's do that. I'm going to run Mega Drain. Stab Poison Jab would be good, but I could just use Stab Crunch. He has nothing that's super effective to Poison. And Crunch is going to be good against his whole team. So I really think adding the Mega Drain in case I find myself in against a Vaporeon, or if he brings Slowbro, it'll be helpful. Yeah, actually, even the Alolan Muck, or the Alolan Golem, it'll help against that. I still don't want to leave him out, but if I've already chipped away at Alolan Golem, I can, do some damage. It's not going to be great, but some. Okay, so, I know he probably thinks I'm bringing this. This is a surprise team, kind of. I'm hoping to catch him a little off guard. I have Venusaur and Nidoking waiting. His whole team's Psychic, so I'm trying to give him the least amount of double damage, because his guys just hit hard. He's got really high special attack, so getting double damage is going to hurt. So Venusaur and Nidoking are at least going to sit out game one, and if things don't go my way, I might bring them in. Especially if Muck is a big factor. His Muck, he's got normal Muck. I don't want my Muck in versus his Muck. My Muck is there to take care of a Psychic Pokemon. So if he can pick my Muck off or force my Muck in, that's fine. So I brought some other stuff. This doesn't deal with Muck either. So these two Pokemon I don't want to be around Muck. But I'm bringing this Clefable as kind of a surprise. So the main reason I'm running Muck Reflect is in case in case Muck comes in early, because my goal is to lead with Clefable. Clefable is going to be my lead. I'm just going to run Reflect, Moonblast, Stealth Rock, and Thunder Wave. The Thunder Wave support is obviously there to help me slow down his team. He's got a very fast team. He could switch into a Alolan Raichu, but it'll have to eat probably a Moonblast. The goal is get Stealth Rock off, Thunder Wave one or two things, maybe get a little bit of Moonblast damage off. I know that's a lot, sounds like a lot, but and then use him as a switch in later to die or something. So then we'll take a look at our Tauros. This is going to be my sweeper, combined with Aerodactyl, but first things first, this set, I'm not sure, I might switch in Rest or Toxic, but for now, I'm going to run, I'm trying to go for a Paraflinch on his team, because he's got a lot of speed. He's actually a hair faster than me, but on average, but I have the fastest Pokemon, which is Aerodactyl, and then my Tauros matches his Raichu in speed. It can just Earthquake it. Tauros deals with everything on his team. He has no answer for Tauros, honestly. He has no good fighting Pokemon. He's got a couple walls in like Vaporeon, but a double-edged, two double edges kill Vaporeon, and then Earthquake deals with Alolan Golem, deals with Alolan Raichu. A double edge one shots Alakazam. The only Pokemon he has that will cause me trouble, that if he brings it, is Slowbro. Slowbro will, I gotta pull Tauros out versus Slowbro, but other than that, I could he's going to be crucial to my game plan. This set's not for sure. I'm probably going to bring Thunderwave. Actually, I am going to bring Thunderwave instead of Screech, so why don't we just go ahead and add that right now. The whole strategy, again, is going to be Thunderwave as many things as I can on his team for the first match. Right now, all I've planned is the first match, because I'll adjust on the second match. But the first match is going for Para Flinch. He'll probably adjust, learn my strategy through that match. Wait, what? Yeah, there we go. And I need to make sure that I win. I want to win game 1 with this kind of surprise team. I'm bringing a lot less stats than I could normally. So, back to what we were talking about. Magneton. Magneton is a great switch-in for his team. It takes half damage to everything on his team. He has no stab fire Pokemon, and he doesn't have a lot of Earthquakers. He's got a couple Earthquakers, but I know who they are. He hits his Articuno really, really well. He hits his... it can swap into the Muck. Muck might have a Fire Punch, which would suck, but he does switch in great to everything else on his team. It can switch into an Alakazam and try to go for Thunder Wave. The Thunderbolt will take care of it. I get a Blight Screen. He's my second kind of support Pokemon, but he can also be used after everybody's paralyzed to deal with a lot of people. I mean, Raichu can't touch him. Muck can Fire Punch him. Alakazam can't touch him. I mean, he takes half damage, you know, so get a Light Screen up and get him out there. He can do some work, get some para support, Flash Cannon. He deals with the Alolan Muck pretty well. So he's going to be kind of used in special situations. He's one of the ones I'm not super sure about, but I feel like his half damage matchups are so good, and he does so much damage to a lot of Derek's guys that he's worth bringing. This is my other big guy. I might not even run Stealth Rock. I don't think I have anything else to really put on him. Because I'm pretty sure Clefable's going to do the job for Stealth Rock. But just in case, I am going to run it, in case I get a freebie out there. Aerodactyl is faster than his Alakazam. It, with rocks, one-shots it with Crunch. It, with rocks and a little bit of luck, I think it's about a 50% roll, will one-shot Raichu. But Earthquake one-shots Raichu even without... so if I can catch him with an Earthquake, you know, Raichu, he basically can one-shot almost Derek's, the major portion of Derek's team, other than, again, his water Pokemon, Vaporeon, Slowbro, and that's about it. That makes me want to bring Venusaur, kind of, so I can help deal with Vaporeon. Vaporeon's going to be my biggest issue. It really is. I have a feeling it can really hurt my team. That's why I brought this next Pokemon, because, or I'm bringing Gyarados, because Aerodactyl can deal with everything but Vaporeon. Now, the good news is, if he brings in Vaporeon, it'll hopefully be on switch-ins. Like, he'll have to switch in. I've had Aerodactyl in a good position, and he'll switch in. Vaporeon's defense isn't very high. He'll eat a move, and then I'll have an opportunity to hopefully have whittled him down where Aerodactyl can finish. But if not, then he'll at least eat some damage, and I can get Aerodactyl out of there and switch into either Gyarados or one of my other special defenders that I brought. So Gyarados has a surprisingly high special defense. It's like 110 or something like that. It's up there. He's a very, very, very stout Pokemon for this matchup for me, but I got to be careful with him. He was one of the ones that I'm also not 100% sure about. The main reason that I got to be careful with him is if Derek brings Thunder Punch on some of his guys, I could be in trouble that I'm not expecting. So basically, if the guy learns Thunder Punch, I got to get him out of here, because he's going to be very important for Vaporeon. Even burned, the Thunder Wave and you know, all the other the stab moves I can use on switch-ins for all of his Psychic Pokemon are really good. He one-shots a large portion of Derek's team, the Psychic Pokemon, with Crunch. So he can deal with Slowbro and Vaporeon. I just got to make sure I've got Vaporeon in an uncomfortable position where he just can't be scalding for free. I got to do really well in predicting those Vaporeon swap-ins. Thunder Wave again, because I'm going for kind of a medium, like a almost para flinch. Bring the speed down. That's also why I'm running heavier attack versions, on some of my guys. I'm either running plus special defense or plus attack besides Aerodactyl, because I need Aerodactyl to make sure he's faster than a Timid Alakazam. Timid Alakazam's scary, but the way our teams match up speed tier-wise, the only one I might regret bringing a slow version of is my Magneton, because if Derek brings a fast... I don't remember what Pokemon it is. A fast Vaporeon. If he brings a timid Vaporeon, which it actually wouldn't be too bad, it'll be faster than Magneton. But Vaporeon's not going to be doing a ton of damage to Magneton anyways. So, pretty much when Vaporeon comes out, Magneton's coming out. So, I think I have a very solid match. I think this team's good. But if not, I have these two guys waiting in the back. I have Venusaur and Nidoking. Nidoking, I'm really tempted to bring, just because it matches up so well with Muck. So if I have troubles with his regular Muck, in game 1, I'll be swapping in Nidoking, and we'll see based on how that happens based on how the game 1 goes, we'll see who I drop. Venusaur, man, he's a staple, and he's going to be really hard for me to deal with Derek's Venusaur at times. His Muck and his Venusaur are going to be the ones that are kind of scary. But I feel like with enough chip damage and forced plays, I can bring him out. Venusaur is going to really give me hell though. The biggest problem for me is no fire moves. Or besides Muck's Fire Punch, and Nidoking can learn Fire Punch and he can swatch in pretty okay against Venusaur. So I've been thinking about running Flamethrower instead of Moonblast, but then then I'm useless against Vaporeon. The only thing that it doesn't hit very well is this. I've also got a modest Clefable that I might bring to build a sweep for. But, that's kind of my team. That's kind of my thoughts. I think it's going to be a good match. I think it'll come down to whoever plays it better. Derek's team definitely is a difficult one for me, but I think we can... I think I can win. He's got some really low defense guys, and my team kind of leans towards physical attacks. All right, well, I will be streaming and the match later tonight and recording it. So everybody have a good day. I got to go to work and probably rethink this entire thing because I'm nervous as heck about this matchup. Anyways, y'all have a good day.